The realest to never do it. Explain that.
Well, it's different levels and layers to it, but one of the realest to never fold, one of the realest to never switch. But right now, with me just starting this podcast, I'm focused on the music, and I got so much music ready to be released. And I can honestly say it never was for a money grab. I never tried to get a deal in my life. And I mean, it date back as far as 1999, you know, until when I actually stopped really doing writing and performing and putting music out, which was in 2023. So you can't find a label that said I sent a demo tape to them, never tried to get signed, you know, just one of the rare breeds.
Who are you?
Juan Tyrese Mitchell.
Where are you from?
That's interesting. I was born in Kansas City, Kansas, but I'm a St. Louis nigga to the core. Raised. I mean, I love St. Louis Chinaman. I love that St. Louis food like emos, you know, all the historic spots here in St. Louis. And what's funny is, it was like a flip of a coin where I was gonna be born at. My father whole side of the family is from Kansas. My mother whole side of the family is from St. Louis. So my mother and father, they was just back and forth. 1 minute they in Kansas, 1 minute they in St. Louis. I got an older brother, he was born in St. Louis. I got an older sister, me and her, both of us, just so happened we was in Kansas when my mother went into labor, so we was born in Kansas. But we attended pre-K and kindergarten all the way up through high school here in St. Louis. So, you know, St. Louis is all I know.
Who influenced you musically wise?
Musically wise, I was brought up on that West Coast flavor as a youngster. I was a diehard MCA fan. South Central Quartel. I related to them because that pretty much was the lifestyle that I was living growing up. And then Tupac came along, changed my life. Like, to me, one of the greatest to ever do it. But you know, Jay. I mean, I'm just a music lover, pretty much. You know.
So, what are some of your goals?
One of my biggest goals is to get this podcast up, thriving, and one of the best, you know, on the internet. That's the Honest Truth podcast. Working on it now. We coming for our spot.
Are you working right now?
Working towards that goal, but working a 9 to 5, no, I haven't worked in the last couple of years since I closed my restaurant. But you know, that's the goal, to get the Motown Pit Stop catering business back and get this podcast jumping. That's gonna be the goal. That's the work effort I'm on.
Are you involved with anybody right now?
Nah, single. Single was a dollar bill. But most definitely looking for love.
So where you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, I mean, if God allowed, on top of this podcast thing with the internet, getting all this great music I got stored out. Like I said, get the catering business back up and popping. You know, just pretty much taking over St. Louis and the world one day at a time.
So, do you think you'll continue making new music?
Most definitely. I mean, music is my first love, so I could never turn my back on it. And if this podcast jump off like I wanted to jump off, and I get this music out and the people feeling it, most definitely new music gonna follow.
So what do you think about today's music?
Today's music, like I said, I just love music. I'm a music lover. It's so many new artists today, though. It's hard to keep up with them all. But it's most definitely artists that always catch my ear. Like, I'm a fan of Lil Baby music. I rock with that. Lil Durk. I mean, I pray that he get through the little situation he's going through, and God bless him to come back out and put great music out. I like the baby hard. I mean, Boosie ain't a new artist, but I still rock with Boosie. I fuck with what he stand on and what he believe in. And Lil Quando Rondo, he going through a little situation right now. I fuck with Quando Rondo music. Real talented dude. And then I want to say free Tay Rugen. That's a little homie from my camp. That's the PDNT family. Y'all can catch Tay Rugen on YouTube. Pull him up any day. He got plenty of music out. So if you're on YouTube, find Tay Rugen. And I got the little homie Cash, a.k.a. Cashmere with the Pit ENT. I got a bunch of tracks with him, so he got a lot of music coming too. Dope artists.
Do you have any regrets?
Regrets. I try not to have regrets, but I most definitely, one regret, I regret dropping out of school in the 9th grade. I wish I would have stayed in the school, followed my cousin Mike White, did it the right way, graduated, studied in some type of trade. I regret, rest in peace to the homie Karan, not listening to my bro in his time of need, because I believe that he was really reaching out to us and trying to tell us something before his untimely demise. So stuff like that, that's what I regret.
If you can go back and change anything, what would it be?
That's a dope question. If I can go back and change anything, I most definitely go back in time before LeBron had got killed, before Darrell killed LeBron. If I can change anything, I would have never left that house that night, because I know if I was there, it wouldn't happen. I know that for a fact. So if I can change anything, that's number one on my list. But bro, it's still beer. Facts.
You said you had a restaurant. Was the food good and rated 1 through 10?
And the food was excellent. Like Motown Pit Stop. That was the restaurant. And we had specialized in soul food, fast food, black food. I mean, everything was fire. I most definitely give it a 10. Shouts out to Chef Reese, one of the top cooks. So you already know. If y'all had a piece of Reese, y'all already know how we was coming. Lucky and Reese, they ain't getting no better. You look out for Motown. Be on the lookout for Motown Pit Stop Catering when we on our way back.
So, politics.
I'm not a fan of politics. Politics is just like a higher level to me, a higher level street crew. They say what they want to say, do what they want to do, step over who they want to step over, to stay on top, and I just ain't with it, so I just stay out. I stay off of politics.
What about religion?
Religion. I believe in God. And I believe as a human race, if we all treat each other how you would like yourself to be treated, the world will be a better place. It's just that simple.
What about marriage?
It's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I'm looking for love, so hopefully one day marriage come with it.
Is there anything besides music that you want to pursue?
Most definitely. I want to get into TV, movies. I want to put out a series about where I'm from, in St. Louis, neighborhood, Pond Line, Pitt City. That actually will be the name of the series, Pit City. It'll be dope. So I'm shooting towards that right now. I'm working on it.
So how is 2025 going so far?
I look at it like it's like the old saying, life is what you make it, you know? I mean, we all go through things, you know. I ain't gonna say it's the best, but you know, I'm pushing towards, you know, better times. So life is what you make it. We're gonna make it do what it do.
So what's most important to you right now?
Most important to me right now. Family. Family and friends. Nothing trumps family. That's the most important thing to me right now, family and friends.
So what's the wildest thing you ever saw growing up?
The wildest thing I saw growing up. Man, so many. I would say one of the wildest things I ever saw, one of the homies switch up on us and straight turn informant, straight turn snitch. Like we had a homie that was just one of the solid real niggas that we ran with. And I had already peeped that the nigga wasn't right, so I actually told my partner to watch out for him, don't fuck with him. The nigga wasn't right, but my partner actually chose to deal with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? And one day the nigga came to the house, you know, to make a sale, and my partner actually fucked with him and made that sale, and he bounced. Like everything was cool. But later on that night, the police came back. They ran up in my nigga's spot. And they had the same partner with him. But when they brought him out the court, they had a bag on his face, like they covered his face. But the nigga had the exact same clothes and shoes on that he had on earlier that day when he came by. You know, and my partner knew the nigga body shape and all that, so the shit was wild just to see that nigga for whatever he was going through to turn bitch, though. That shit was wild. That fucked me up.
What's some of the wildest shit you ever did growing up?
Man, a lot of wild shit growing up. As a young nigga anyway, I say one of the wildest things is on a block with one of the little homies before. It was a while ago when I was young. This nigga pulled up and he was in a drop top Mustang. I remember like it was yesterday. So he pulled up and he was actually dropping off one of the old heads on the block, which was cool. But you know, we got an operation going. You drop them off, you keep it moving. The nigga put his shit in park in the middle of 3700 block of Manola and just sat there for a few minutes. So before I could say something, a little homie like, hey nigga, you need to move that motherfucker, keep it moving. And the nigga just got just running off at the mouth, just going. So he ain't know I was in the cut. I come out the cut, and just so happened I had this big 357 on me that night. I ain't shoot the nigga, but I ran up on him and told the nigga to keep it moving. And he looked at me like I was crazy. So I pulled that motherfucker out of my waist and just started pistol whipping the nigga. He was bald head, no hair on there. I'm just pistol whipping the nigga. Blood just gushing, going everywhere. And I'm noticing like the nigga ain't moving. He just standing there with his feet on the brake. So I'm tripping. My homie screaming, shoot that nigga, cuz. I'm steady hitting the nigga in the head though, and I'm realizing like I'm beating this nigga unconscious. So I'm like, bitch ass nigga, pull off. The nigga just hit the gas and take off. Flew up my nose towards Natural Bridge and was gone. That was one of the wildest shit I ever did.
Have you changed as a person since then?
Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I don't be on no wild shit, man. I live and I try to live and let people live, stay out the way, you know. I do right by everybody, you know what I'm saying? I try to put on as many people as I could put on, like especially through my restaurant. I hired like 6, 7 different people from the hood that, you know what I'm saying, was just coming up with me, gave everybody a job. You know what I'm saying? Tried to make the best out of that situation while we had a 5-year run, so it was lovely, you know what I'm saying? But I stay trying to do right with people though.
So, what's your favorite food to eat?
Pizza. I can eat pizza every day. Literally do. I say pizza number 1. And then burritos and tacos, number 2. And steaks. I love a good porterhouse, a T-bone, ribeye. They're my favorite 3 most food of all time. Pizza, taco, burritos, and steaks. Yeah.
Think we'll open a steak restaurant?
You know what? I most definitely will put the steak on the catering menu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to stay away from stuff that's real costly. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it to a budget where people can afford. You know what I'm saying?
But for everybody.
But right,
you know.
If it's a demand for it, I most definitely will.
So rate yourself as an artist.
As an artist, I most definitely will rate myself a 10. I mean, that's for the world to rate, but most definitely, because I know what I'm capable of, and I know the type of music that I do, and I know the type of music that I got in the archive that's soon to be released, and the world gonna see. I'm nice with it.
Favorite soda?
Sprite or strawberry.
Strawberry what?
Strawberry soda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, a Vest. Welch's.
Okay.
Welch's.
St. Louis, you gotta say Vest.
Yeah. You know, Vest gonna be on top of the line. But you know, any good strawberry.
So, what's your favorite R&B artist?
My favorite R&B artist, most definitely the king of R&B, R. Kelly. And female, I would say Monica is my favorite. She's my favorite R&B artist.
So, what's your goal for the Honest Truth podcast?
To become the number 1 podcast in the internet realm. Be one of the top dogs with all the other great podcasts. Release all this good music that I'm talking about and, you know, make a name for myself.
Any last words for the people?
Stay tuned for the Honest Truth podcast. Stay tuned for Motown Pit Stop Catering. And stay tuned for Pit ENT Entertainment. We're gonna put out a lot of music and hopefully a lot of movies and series throughout 2025. Lucky to die.